Wednesday, when Tucker Carlson dropped his interview, a full refutation of Ben Shapiro's kind of Israel spurging that ended up catching Candace Owens in the crossfire, well, it's kind of escalated in a way that you could totally and completely see coming, okay? Because there are so many simps that are out there that are just going to go ahead and simp hard for our greatest ally. So, of course, this was going to come out of the woodworks. It was just very interesting, the path that they chose to take. Didn't really see that part coming, but we'll go ahead and clarify that stuff. We'll catch everybody up to speed in case you're not fully abreast of the situation. Candace Owens blasted Ben Shapiro as emotionally unhinged and unprofessional. The latest escalation in the feud between the two Daily Wire stars over dem boys. Owens, on Wednesday, took to social media to respond to Shapiro, the co-founder of the Daily Wire, who urged her to quit the right-leaning news outlet. That's not hyperbole, even though we are, in fact, using the New York Post. That's just fucking fact.
Candace, if you feel like taking money from the Daily Wire somehow comes between you and God, then by all means quit.
The rabidly pro-Israel Shapiro, who the fuck is writing this very accurate Ariel one of them girls? All right. Wrote on X social media account. While Shapiro is the co-founder and co-owner of the news site, he has stated in the past that he does not have the authority to fire Owens. He would just very easily be in somebody's ear. Well, not that close because, you know, like logistics and stuff. Who hosts the Daily Wire's Candace Owens talk show, which, if we're being completely honest, isn't really that big of a driver for the platform, okay? Of the big names they have under that umbrella, she doesn't really do a lot of the heavy lifting. Because, okay, when she was going after, you know, Steven Crowder, who, when it comes to the conservative, quote-unquote conservative talking heads, he's my personal go-to guy, and then the rest of them just kind of suck, in my opinion. But, okay, like Candace Owens, this isn't like a, you know, total endorsement of Candace Owens. I'm just saying it's like we can kind of see the attacks that they're applying here. And okay, if you think that this is only going to be a Candace Owens type situation, you aren't fucking paying attention. She just happens to be brushing up against a certain issue, and if you can examine the tools and the attacks that they use, well, then you're going to be ahead of the curve. So pay attention. Caleb Robinson, who is the CEO of Daily Wire, has hiring and firing power at the company. Sure, but again, I'm sure that he would also be taking tips from the bestest of boys, the chosenest of Daily Wire's hosts. Shapiro, who also holds the title of editor emeritus, all right, at Daily Wire in addition to his duties, because yes, he used to be editor-in-chief, and then he pawned off that responsibility to somebody else so that he could focus on, I don't know, putting out his day late and dollar short opinions on things. As host of the Ben Shapiro Show, was responding to a post from Owens when she quoted a verse from the book of Matthew. Yeah, that's in the Bible, by the way, something that Ben Shapiro looks at, and if he tries to touch, it probably burns him a little bit. Blessed are the peacemakers, they shall be called the children of God, Owens wrote, quoting the biblical verse. Then she added, no one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Now, of course, you know, Candace Owens, knowing her past, at least a little bit of it, okay? She doesn't just post anything by accident. She is known for using these passive-aggressive tactics. So yeah, she was trying to instigate Ben Shapiro. She was trying to instigate somebody that is a staunch Zionist under the same umbrella that she is employed by. Okay, you can kind of see what she's doing. But then at the same time, for Ben Shapiro taking the Bible personally, he's also severely at fault in this situation. Okay, yeah, Candace, if you feel like taking money from the Daily Wire somehow comes between you and God, then by all means quit. And then, of course, you have been acting unprofessionally and emotionally unhinged for weeks now. Facts. And we all have to sit back and allow it, and have all tried to exercise exceeding understanding for your raw emotion. Interesting. Is she speaking out of pocket on this one? Okay, because the very interesting graphics that they have pulled up here. And, of course, you can also put Jordan Peterson on there as well, somebody else who is a contributor and signed by Daily Wire. He would have, for as much much of his proclivities are definitely for the bluer side of this conversation. No. He's still, what does it mean to believe in God? No. He's very much a part of the Christian orthodoxy part of this stuff. But at a time when Candace needs allies from the people that are also amongst her ranks, Brett Cooper's not on there as well, and you would think that the Sisterhood Uber Alice would be a play at this one, but again, you hire an actress, and of course you're just gonna get a fucking stuffed suit, so it makes total sense. Where's the Brotherhood? Where's the Sisterhood in this one right here? Okay, Candace, simply quoting a Bible verse, and as Sam Parker points out right there, you can go ahead and quote another one, and they all forsook him and fled. Yeah, exactly, pretty much seeming to be the case right here. Let the record show, Ben Shapiro attacked Candace Owens for quoting Jesus Christ on not being able to serve both God and money. Her very Christian co-workers, including Daily Wire co-founder Jeremy he's boring, were nowhere to be found. Exactly, and at time of recording, nobody at all has made mention of anything in regards to this situation. And that's totally fine. Even Steven Crowder, who definitely has an axe to grind when it comes to Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro, and hell, the whole entire Daily Wire debacle to just go, sucks to suck, hasn't said a fucking thing about this, okay? So he's taking the high road, okay, and letting Daily Wire kind of disintegrate from the inside out. Tell you what, guys, those fucking diversity hires, it's always trouble. But no, okay? Like, I'm on Candace Owens' side this time around for as many qualms as I have with her. But as you'll recall right here, okay, we can go to the tweet itself, because I think it's also pretty important, the way that she signs off the original biblical post, okay? Yeah, you can't serve God or money. And then Christ is king. And it's like, okay, cool, just adding a little bit on top of that. But apparently that's super controversial and somehow an anti-Semitic dog whistle. This shit is fucking wild, guys, okay? So now you have people trying to pull up old clips that are out there. It makes no sense at all. So wait a minute, what has changed since this interview, Candace Owens? When did you become a Christian? Okay, so I've seen this clip circulate a lot. For as difficult as it was to find the original Ben Shapiro bashing Candace Owens clip, it is super easy to find this snippet from the Joe Rogan Experience out there. And this is somehow supposed to be a gotcha. I'll let you guys listen to this for a hot second, and not all of it, because I'm pretty sure that Joe Rogan, or at least Spotify, will go ahead and clip it if I play too much of it. But they're trying to say this is a big gotcha. You had a change of heart, great. But when did it happen? This interview wasn't that long ago. Wasn't that fucking long ago? May in 2018, over 5.5 years ago, not all that long ago, in what, reference to the lifespan of a tortoise? 5.5 years? 2 fucking kids? Yeah, that's a long ass time ago, okay? So these people are insane, okay? But listen, okay, this is supposed to be the big gotcha.
Right? So I had this idea when we were talking, because Charlie is an evangelical Christian.
I don't know who she's talking about on this one, okay, and it really doesn't much matter, but this is supposed to be the gotcha, guys, right? Hold on.
I'm not, right? I believe in,
This super smart guy is an evangelical Christian?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
does he believe, like, Jesus came back to life?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, he's an evangelical Christian.
So he
right?
believes that someone died,
Yeah.
and then 3 days later,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Joe Rogan is just kind of insufferable in and of himself. But yeah, okay, it's like Joe's fine for facilitating conversation, but him, whenever he gets into all of this shit, okay, this is the insufferability of some atheists that are out there that just go, Momo, oh yeah, I'm a flying spaghetti monster. And it's like, oh my God. The biggest detractors from atheism are atheists themselves. But anyways, continue.
Yeah.
they came back to life, and that they walked on water and
Yeah,
healed
I mean,
the
you have to.
sick.
I haven't really gotten into it with him, because I'm not the person that should ever be like debating or talking about
Right.
religion. It's not my like shtick, I guess. Right? So
Yeah, so I hang out with evangelical Christians. I'm not really one of those. There's several different sects of Christianity and Catholicism, wherever the fuck she falls along that spectrum. It really doesn't much matter. That's not the big gotcha that you think it is, my guy, okay? And then for the rest of the stuff, the Christ is King people, These are the people that you're pissing off. These are the people that are coming to the defense of the Shapiroites, the dyed-in-the-wall Zionists, as Kanye West's political mentor, Candace Owens. Sorry, what? How the fuck did you get that? They've done a couple of things together, okay? Kanye West really kicked off and got on a bunch of people's radar, at least in a political sense, when he tweeted out all of those years ago, hey, Candace Owens has a lot of interesting points. That's all he said all that time ago. I don't know about this political mentor shit, but terror alarm. You probably got to do a little bit better than this, okay? Continues to flirt with the anti-Semitic Christian fundamentalist right. What? Anti-Semitic Christian fundamentalist right. Okay, a fucking group of people that worship a fucking Jew. Like, what are we doing? Okay, she attacks her Jewish employees by methodically posting this vile, ugly, anti-Semitic phrase. What the? Christ is King is vehemently anti-Semitic, okay? Maybe that's just one asshole. Edmund Smirk. If you fail to see how saying Christ is King directly to a Jewish person is a confrontational manner is anti-Semitic, yo, man, these fucking Jews, man. Or these allies of the Jews. I have no fucking idea how we're even putting this stuff anymore because it's so wild. The fact that they would, under any other circumstance, completely and totally berate somebody thinking along these lines. I've said it before when it comes to the college kids. Oh my God, we're under attack for being Jewish. It's like, for fuck's sakes, you got whiny college kids out there saying that they're feeling under attack. You're in a first world country. You're not under attack, you absolute idiots. Okay, you're going ahead and capitulating to microaggressions. You're saying Christ is King directly to a Jewish person. That was not directly to a fucking Jewish person. That was a post that was out there, okay? And you're trying to read way too much into this stuff, you absolute sped. All I can say is that I highly doubt that you would be blind if someone insulted Christ to your face. Insulted Christ. What the? All right, and I have no idea who this is, but they bought a check mark, so that has some sort of legitimacy, I guess. Using the words "Christ is King" as a coded language attack, yo, this is fucking wild. Especially as a vaguely anti-Semitic attack is so gross. Beware becoming a tool of evil. Likewise, look in the mirror. And finally, okay, Casey Sawyer, and here. She uses Christ as King in the same anti-Semitic style that Andrew Torba. Oh, Andrew Torba. Very interesting. Oh, okay, cool. She is aiming this at Shapiro's heritage and faith, hearkening to the darkest moments of the history of Christendom. I see right through you, Candace. You aren't fooling anyone. Disgraceful and disgusting. Yo, man, I went ahead and I posited the idea that maybe Candace was being a little bit inflammatory. Maybe she was being a little bit passive-aggressive. But I never, in my wildest dreams, thought that anybody would take Christ as King. Christ is King. And spin it into something anti-Semitic? What the fuck is actually going on out here? So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. And Christ is King. Take care, everyone.